So, okay, I am recording. So I'm so excited to be doing this masterclass, and I cannot believe it's taken me a full year to do it. We are talking A plus content. I know that I have been asked this at least 5 times a month ever since we opened the Book Boss Academy. And I just haven't had the confidence to teach A plus content because I'm so busy pumping out lots of books. I tend to not bother with the A plus content, and I knew that I should do that. But I was like, oh, I'll do another book and then I'll do all my A plus content. And it's that feeling of going back to all the books that you've published in the past and having to do this task for all those books. It felt like a mammoth task to me. And so I was procrastinating, putting it off, and prioritizing absolutely everything else in my life other than this. But here we are. And actually, when you make a task feel like it's going to be really big and really horrible, and actually when you start it, it's absolutely fine. Well, this is it. But you need to know a few little things about A plus content and about what you need to copy and paste in what order. And that's why this training is going to be absolutely essential for you. And there's going to be, even if you think you know about A plus content already, I've got a golden nugget. Again, I've done this once before, haven't I? I've got a golden nugget that I'm going to save to the end because it is so golden. So that is going to force you to watch my training, but hopefully to learn a lot along the way. This training hopefully is not going to be a whole hour. I'm aiming for about half an hour, maybe a tad longer than that. So a bit interactive today as well. Does everybody know what A plus content is? And God knows why it's called A plus content. But I'm going to share my screen and show you some A plus content. And we'll have a look at different niches and different genres. So this is where I want your input, your live input. Give me some niches and genres. It might be spot the difference book. Just give me some books, throw some books at me in
Vision
the
board books.
vision board books. Yeah, I love it. And anyone else, if you want to throw any ideas in the comments or unmute yourself or whatever, I'm gonna just, I think it's important that we see where the A plus content is. We understand exactly what it is, and we understand why it's important. Um, as well. Just, yeah, hey Pam. Right, so I'm going to share my screen. Let's have a look at some A plus content. And would you believe I have cleaned up my tabs on my computer? It doesn't look like it. I took away half of them this morning. So these are just the essential ones that I need this week. So we're gonna go and look at a vision board book. I think I've got one open actually, a vision board book. Let's click on this one. This vision board book. Let's see if there's any A plus content. So the A plus content is like extra information that will help a book publisher or author sell that book. It's a bit like an advertisement, and maybe you can show the inside of your book as well in your A plus content. You can show comparison tables. Like here, customer reviews, and like they can see they've got some other books that they're selling here as well. This is part of the A plus content from this publisher. So this publisher is a prolific vision board creator and they're obviously making absolutely great sales there on all of the vision boards. And then you can also see all of the reviews, the prices of all the different vision board books. um this is very clever here. You can click on this add to cart button, and I'm going to show you how to do that right at the end. That is actually my golden nugget. I've done a spoiler. My golden nugget is that people can just click this button and it goes straight in their cart. So that is super valuable once you have created a series. So you wouldn't do this if you just had one book and you was creating the A plus content for one book. So basically, A plus content is extra advertising visual content. Maybe A is for advertising. And it gives your prospective buyer a little bit more information to make them make that, to help them to make that buying decision. So here is what we call an A plus content module. It is landscape, image, size, and we can see one here at the top. This is one module, and it's got photos of the other books in the series and an add to cart button, a little comparison table. So that's one module, and I'm going to show you how to create the modules. The second module is here, design the life you dream of, and then it's got a photo of the book, and it's really nice graphic, the ultimate toolkit to visualize abundance, blah blah blah. And all the modules are kind of matching, so they've got a little bit of a brand color palette that has got that continuity, yeah, of visual as we go down. This is another module. So this is module number 3. Again, landscape, shape, and it shows what you can do with the vision board book. So if people are like, oh, I don't really know how to use this book, they've got this visual that shows people how they've used it to create their vision board. And then another one, I've got another module. This is module number 4. And they've said, make it personal. And they've got these personalized parts that are included inside the book. So each module you can see is selling a different positive aspect of their book. And then this is the 5th and final module, and they've actually shown, vision board, background, and then what it would look like to put all these stickers and clip art and photos actually on your vision board. I don't know what we think about the quality of that. I don't think it's that great, but at least it gives the buyer a bit of an idea of what they're going to do with this book. So there's 5 modules in total, and that's the maximum number of modules that you can have in your A plus content. You can have 1 if you want to, but you can have up to 5. So they've obviously maximized the utilization of their A plus content here by having 1 module, 2 module, 3 module, 4 module, 5 whole modules of extra advertising content. So that is a vision board book. Now I'm going to come back and see what other books that you've put in the chat, so we can look a few different ones up, and then I'll show you one that I found when I was preparing for this session. Guided books, colouring books, cloud watching. What is that? Is that from last time? Cloud watching, scavenging, foraging, colouring books. Right, okay. So let's go back here. Let's have a look at colouring books. So I'm just searching for colouring books here. We've got good old Cozy Cuties. Let's click on that one. And we scroll right down. So the A plus content is at the bottom of the page, and they've got a visual here. So that is an image that they've uploaded right there. So that's module 1. So module 1 is just showing a picture of the book, I think, lying on a table or something, and they've got the brand logo, the brand name at the top. This is what we call a logo header. Again, I'll show you that once we go and look at the A plus content in a minute. This is module 2. They're just using visuals. Coco Wyo has just done some lovely hand-drawn looking design visuals. And you can actually use these visuals in several of your books. You don't just have to use, you don't have to just use one graphic per book. You could make a graphic of your whole collection and use that graphic in all of your books if you wanted to show that you've got a whole collection. I think that would be good if you are in the Book Boss Academy and if you're creating a book series. So this is the 3rd module here. It's easy to colour. It's giving some benefits to this book, that you get 45 colouring pages, no repeats, that it's good for all ages, and it's great for stress relief, and there's some cute pattern ideas. Module number 4 is giving an image of some of the colouring pages not coloured in and some of the colouring pages coloured in. So you get a feel of what is inside this book, and you can actually see some of the colouring pages and what you're going to get to colour in once you buy the book. The next one, same thing. They've got one image that is completely coloured in, and then it shows you four different pages. And they again have used all five A plus content modules for their book. So that's the colouring book. They've not, interestingly, not used that module that we saw in the last book, in the vision board book, that was able to click on the bestsellers in the series. So I think they're missing a trick, Coco Wyo, but they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So I should go and send them an email and say you could make even more money if you add that module to your A plus content. Um, Guided journal. If anyone gets any more ideas, we'll have a look at a few more. Put them in the chat. Just any book types. So, 5 minute gratitude journal, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Let's have a look at this Effort book. I like the self-love workbook for women. Let's look at this one, see if they've got A plus content. I've not had a look at this one. I bought this book actually. It's very well made inside, really pretty, all colour, really nice. And so I'm scrolling down to try and find the A plus content. So this one, I don't think this really goes with the book per se. Build self-love with these empowering exercises, but I can appreciate why they've done that. And then they've got kind of a photo of the book lay on a table. Um, I don't think it's an actual photo. It's been graphically designed, hasn't it? But at least you get to see a few pages and what the pages look like. And I think that's one of the main selling points of this book because I bought it myself. When I opened it up, it was beautiful. It was really nice colours and patterns inside. So it's a really good thing that they've done is show the inside of the book. And then they've shown some of the other pages again, showing how pretty the book is with its coloured sidebars. I've forgotten the price point of this book, but they are spending a lot of money on color printing. And then you see what it says inside the pages, so you can see some example pages inside. Then they've been very clever. I've not seen this one actually. There's a trauma recovery one. I don't know if that's a more recently published one. But they've been very clever and they have shown all of the books that they have recently published in this series. So you can just click on these buttons and instantly add them to your cart if you think, yes, I want this one, or if you think, oh, actually, I want one for Black women, that would be better for me, or oh, actually, I'd prefer a trauma recovery one. Or, I want the self-love workbook and I want the journal. So it makes you like then want both. So I think it's very clever to add this particular module of A plus content if you've got a series. So yeah, that looks like the most recent addition to the whole series. Very pretty again. So they've used, let's count the modules. 1, 2, 3, 4 modules. They haven't used all 5. um, yeah, interesting. Is that another module? I don't think so. I don't think this is at the top, get to know this book. It might be, but I don't remember seeing a module that allows you to scroll across. But that might be the 5th module right at the top because it does seem to sell the book. What is it about? Popular highlight. It's just that these first 2 modules, I don't know what you all think, but they don't feel to me like they're part of the rest of them. But I might be just being a bit picky. Who would have thought it? I'd be being a bit picky, eh? Um, so that is the self-love workbook for women. Let's go back to that fuck it one that we keep seeing. See what they've got in their A plus content. Oh, yeah. So they've used an image there, square image with some writing on the right hand side. There are modules like that. Another one there showing some of the pages inside. About us, they've then got the logo. Then they've got a picture of the book, sat on a table. Then they've got the add to cart. I've not seen this other one actually. Perfectly Imperfect with a very similar cover style. And the Effort Planner. I've not seen that one either. So it's really interesting to see the whole series there. But that is a really good module to add, like I say, if you've got several books. Then I want to look at this one. Can't resist it because I'm just hoping that they've got A plus content full of little cute rainbows. So I'm going to be disappointed if they haven't. Let's scroll down. That's a bit odd, doesn't it? From the publisher, see more. I've got to click on that. And so it looks like they have only got one module of A plus content, and that is called a logo header, which is just a plain graphic. And it looks like they've just shown the whole series of all of their books that they've created, which is nice, but they're obviously not making the most of the A plus content. They could show all of these books and have a, add to cart button. So they're missing a trick there with that one. Right, any more for any more in the comments? Let's have a look. Any more ideas, guys? Um, yeah, Coco Wyo, part of Random House. Yeah, I don't think the whole brand is. It just seems to be some of the books. It's very odd. I don't know what is going on there. Yeah, I don't think Penguin have bought out the whole brand. Puzzle books. Yes, let's look at some puzzle books. That's a good idea, actually, to look at a completely different type of book. So let's go word search puzzle book. Um, not going to choose these spiral bound ones because they're actually not published on Amazon KDP. They're published on Amazon FBA or something. Let's have a look at oh yes, let's look at this one. This one keeps popping up for me. It's trying to tell me something that I need some calming mindfulness. Right, I'm scrolling down right here. Lovely, isn't it? What a lovely on-brand graphic that they've done here at the top. This is module one, which is a graphic and then a little bit of writing underneath it. So I'll show you that one in a minute. And then they've nicely used the same fonts that they've got on the book cover. Introduced the book there at the top, given a bit of a description, not too much that people get bored. They've got a lovely visual of the inside of the book. This is a very good publisher, little family business apparently. Then they've got a nice other module here to break it up. It's almost like a web page when you get to choose the different types of modules that you can use. So they've got a module here with 3 images, and they've obviously just added a circle into each image and a little description under each one that sells the book. So it's a mindful relaxation book. It's got uplifting themes. It is a thoughtful gift. So somebody might be looking at it and think, oh, I didn't think about it being a nice gift. I'm going to get it and I'll get it for my Auntie Mavis or whatever. And then we've got another module. Don't miss out on the ultimate daily retreat. Grab your copy today. And then this is clever. They've got some writing with an arrow pointing down saying unlock the rest of the series. And they've definitely made use of these images and the add to cart buttons. Brilliant. Perfect. This was my student. I'd be like A plus, A plus, A plus. And yeah, I'd be a bit jealous as well because it's so much better than my stuff. So that's a word search book. Should we look at a different puzzle book as maybe a last one? What other puzzle books do we do in the academy? Oh, um, what is Sue doing? Is Sue there? Sue is doing Spot the Bugs, is she? In fact, it might be here on my tab. Yeah, she's doing this I Spy Bugs. Let's have a look at this one. See if they've got some A plus content because it's a bit fun. So let's scroll down. Yeah, I Spy Bugs, really lovely, designed to appeal to the child, very age appropriate. So they've got module one is a graphic with a little description underneath it. Another one, you can see what the pages look like. They're all colour pages, playful early learning. Then they've got another lovely module with the 3 circles and the descriptions, quality family time, perfect for travel or rainy days, giving you an idea of how and where you could use this book with your child. and playful learning. Brilliant. Then the next one, all of these things are on brand and they match that book cover and they match the style and they match the design. So here, unlock a world of fun and learning. Grab your I Spy books today. Again, really, really clever with an arrow pointing down. And then it shows a lot of their other books in this absolutely glorious, cute series. 5 stars from me for all of that. Again, so they're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 modules to sell, to help them sell that book. Fabulous. Right. So I'll just see if there's anything else in the chat, and if not, I'll show you how to do it. So I'm going to record a whole module of training on this next week because there's different ways to do the designs. There's quick ways, there's AI ways. I'll show you a quick AI way today in with this masterclass. And then in the module, I'll show you different ways that you can make it look even better and make it look more professional and how to ascertain what is going to sell your book the most. So what is going to be best to put in the A+ content will be actually in the training module. I'll just check the chat. Carousel. Yeah. Okay, right. So let's go back. So we need to think about, okay, so I've published my book now. Your A+ content comes after you've published your book and after you've done that darned book cover that we all hate so much. So what we want to do is go to your bookshelf, and this is my training account. So it's an account that I only use for training. And I uploaded this escape room book and a few other books into this training account, a few colouring books and log books and journals. So let's use the escape room book as like our dummy, our training book. So we're at the point where we have uploaded the book. The first thing that you want to do, very important, is can you see this ASIN number? You want to copy this number and go control and copy and save that number somewhere. Because once we're in the A+ content creation screen, you can't go back to that to get your ASIN number, or I don't know how you say it, ASIN number. So that is step 1, copy that ASIN number for the book that you want to do your A+ content for. So this is where people get a bit tripped up. So then we want to click on the 3 dots here. So we're now going to upload some A+ content. We're going to go to promote and advertise, and I'll show you the quickest and easiest way to upload your A+ content. And then in the training module, I'll show you like how to make it even more magnetic and even more effective. So this takes you to a section that is called Promote Your Book on Amazon, and this is actually where you would do your Amazon ads. But we're going to scroll right down to A+ content, and all we need to do is choose a marketplace, click on the down arrow and choose a marketplace. We're going to choose Amazon.com, and I actually don't know if you would have to do each marketplace separately. I think you do. So if your book is for sale in the UK as well, you're going to have to do this whole thing all the way over again for each marketplace that you want your book to sell in, which is a pain in the ass. But it looks like that's how they've set it up. So our main marketplace for probably all of us here is Amazon.com. And we're going to go to Manage A+ Content. And now we're going to go to a button on the right hand side that says Start Creating A+ Content. And now it won't let you go any further until you give it a name. So we want to give a name to our A+ content. So I'm going to go Escape Room Midnight manner A plus book. And now it's going to ask us to apply modules. So hopefully from what I've already said and showing you all those books, we now understand what a module is. We can have up to 5 modules of A plus content. So we're going to click on add module, and this is where you start to think, am I in the right place? Am I doing the right thing? And I'll show you what I mean. Because it goes to this page and you think, I've not got a book about dogs. Is this right? Is this Amazon? Is this A plus content? I assure you, you are in the right place. And all we're looking at here on this page is the layout. So we can see on the left-hand side, you've just got an image like a banner. So that if you want a banner at the top that says Abercornell books or Creative House books, whatever. If you want a little banner that's going to be a header for your A plus content, that's what you're going to use. If you want this comparator chart, remember we saw that people were putting the whole books in a series and they had a button underneath, add to cart. That's the comparator chart module. So I'll just go back to show you what that module looks like. The books one had it, didn't it? Let's go down. So this one here, can you see? It looks a bit shorter and tinier, but this is the A plus content comparator chart. So you just show the covers of all of your other books, add to cart, and in some details of your books. So that's that one. Then we saw some modules, didn't we, that had 3 circles. I would imagine that's this third one on the right-hand side on the top right. So you're going to have an image, an image, an image, and a little description underneath each one. And that is, if we go back to the bugs one, that is that one there. Can you see that module with the image, the circle, and the circle? Lost my page now. And then you've got some other ones here that I've not seen. This one, because it's got like a bit of a black text box over it. This one on the right has got a white text box over it. This one on the left-hand side has got 4 tiny images. I don't think you would really want to use that because they're very small on mobile phone view. This is one that most of them are using, standard image header with text. And I would suggest that for your first view, you just use this one because it's just an image with a little tiny description underneath it. And then you can use it again, another image with a little tiny description underneath it. And that is this one here. This one. I Spy Bugs, and then you've got Spot Ladybugs, Caterpillars, Bees and more. That is that module. So just use that one, maybe have a header one. So that banner one at the top. So you might start with this one. So we're going to click on that one. And then you would add like a banner. And then we can add another module. Remember, we can add 5 if we want to. Then we can add, oh, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, there. Standard single. Oh no, where's it gone? This one. Here's this one. So that's the image, and then you put a bit of writing underneath it. Then we could add another one. And then we could add another one. And I think that's the easiest way to do it. You feel free to play around with the other ones. Once you've got a series, obviously, you're going to, for your last one, you're going to add this one. So this is what it's ideally going to look like once you've got a book series. So now we've got to create these graphics. Now, obviously, you can create your graphics before you upload them, but you need to know what size they are. And the good thing about these things is that they tell you the size. So you might want to do this bit first and then go and create your graphics. So this is 600 by 180. You can create that size in Canva, or you can ask ChatGPT or your preferred AI tool to create it that size. And the same for these ones here. So how I've done it for the test book, for my teaching book, which is the Escape Room Midnight Manor book, is that I went to ChatGPT, and I've already done this before this class because otherwise we would have been sat here twiddling our thumbs waiting for ChatGPT to create these images, and I didn't want that to happen on this masterclass. So what I've done is I've uploaded the cover of my book and I've uploaded the description of my book so that ChatGPT understands what my book is all about and I don't have to think about what I'm asking it to do. So this is the no-brainer, easy peasy way of creating your A+ content. So I've said to ChatGPT, please can you make me a graphic for my A+ content that will compel customers to purchase my book, Escape Room Midnight Manor. Here's the book description. Oh, yeah, here's the book description. And then I've pasted my book description, which actually starts with welcome, brave but foolish stranger. So I wondered what they were saying then. And I've said, please could you make me a graphic for my A+ content? And it's come up with, so that's the whole description. It's come up with this, which is pretty good. If we're trying to do it quick, easy, no brainer, just get AI to do it. It understands what my book is all about because it's got the description. So it understands how to sell this book. It understands marketing. I could actually say, please act as an international world-class marketer. And that might have even helped it even further. So it's given me this graphic and it's very on brand. It's very moody. It goes with the book. I'm very happy with it. So what we can do is just click this arrow and download it. And then I've said, please can you create another graphic just like this one with the same background, but this time with no words or writing on it and with no book cover. So just the plain background image, thanks. So I've asked for that so that I could create another graphic in Canva if I wanted to, and I can put my own writing on them and then anything that I want it to say, and it will match the other one. So I've asked for that as well as a second one. Now I've uploaded a few pages of the inside of my book to ChatGPT for this third one. And I've put, please can you create me a matching banner that is another module of A+ content with the following inside pages from my book so that my customers can see what my book will look like on the inside. And it's done a super job of this. Again, it's matching, it's on brand, it's moody. It looks like, an antique scroll, which I quite like the look and the feel of. And it says, take a look inside. And it's actually put my exact pages and it's made it into a beautiful graphic. So again, I'm really happy with that. So we've got another one there, another module. Again, we click on that downward arrow to download it. And this really is the easy peasy way. I mean, we look at Coco Wyo's modules. They probably spent a whole week doing all those graphics. So we're literally doing it in 5 minutes here. But it's good quality stuff, isn't it? It's really good quality stuff. So now I've uploaded one of the banners that I created for my book that's actually promoting a bonus that I've got inside. So I've asked, please can you create another graphic module for my A+ content that makes the bonus pages and the bonus app sound really exciting, compelling my prospect customer to choose my book. And I've uploaded that banner so that it understands what my bonuses were in my book. And again, it's made this lovely matching module for my A+ content. So now I've got 3 or 4 brilliant modules. I would probably put others in the series, and then I might have another module that's the 3 photos. And that's me done. That's me literally done. So all I've got to do is upload each one and add little headings and descriptions to them. So going back over to Amazon just to show you what I mean, we would click on this, drag image or click to select, upload an image. So we might add this one as a banner. Let me go back actually. Let's add that one as a banner first. Let's go. Click this banner, upload image. That one. It may not be the perfect size, but add. I wonder if it will let me move it. Oh, yes. Perfect. Happy with that. Add. So obviously we would create a banner in Canva that was that exact size, or we would ask ChatGPT to do that size. But I thought that would be a good header just for this training. So then we want another one. So it would be here, the first one that we uploaded. Voila, voila. You give it a description and a name. So then we've got another one. Then we upload our other one. You can give it a little description or a headline like brilliant book. You know, use it. Entertainment, entertain yourself, travels, great gift, all things like that. So you can add whatever text that you want to. Then we upload the other ones. Again, give it a description, give it a tag, add. And so these are all just taken off ChatGPT, and it's took us a few minutes to create it. And then the last one was selling our bonuses. There, add. So there, in just within the space of half an hour, we've got some really well-designed images and saying exactly the right things that we want it to say from ChatGPT. You've added descriptions if you want to. If you don't want to, just leave it. And then obviously if you've got a series of books, you would fill in all the details here. So that will take a little bit of a long time, won't it? Just filling in all of your book covers from all of your books there. So then that's your A plus content done for the USA. And we're going to have to do it again for the UK and again for Australia and probably again for Canada. I'm not sure. Is Canada separate? I don't know. I don't think it is actually. So now, once you've uploaded your images, we're going to click on Next, Apply ASINs. So this is where you can't go back to your book because you'll lose it. And then it'll say, save it as a draft, and then it goes all wonky. So this is where we want to go. We want to have saved our ASIN. Maybe send it to yourself in Messenger. That's what I do. Apply ASINs. Oh, it says it fails to pass validation. So I'm going to stop doing this training at this point. I don't know what it is. I'd have to go back. It's probably the tags and the headings that I gave it. I've just put stupid little, you know, three letters. So I'm not sure exactly what it doesn't like. Oh, it's this one. So let's delete that one. So it might let me do it now. But this next bit is really easy anyway. So there, apply ASINs. So we're going to go search for ASINs, paste your ASIN number there that you saved, and then it'll come up, and then click on it. And then this is a tricky bit. You have to tick this box. And if you've got A plus content that you want to go on 10 of your books, so it might be a graphic showing your whole book series that you want to go on 10 of your books, you can do all 10 at once at this point. So you would have to paste all of the ASIN numbers from your whole series here and then tick, 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 tick all of your books. And then all you do is click apply content and that's it, you're done. The rest is up to Amazon to review it, to approve it, and to then publish it. They will review everything, so it won't go automatically onto your book, just in case you're doing something naughty or weird. I don't know what you would do, but they have to look at it and approve it. And that is it, guys. That's your A plus content. Then you repeat the process for any other countries that your book is that you want people to see the A plus content of your book. Like I don't know if our books are published in Europe. I don't think they are. I don't know the little things like this. I don't know if anyone here knows that. I don't know. Is my book available in France? I actually don't know. I actually don't care. But if I got a French translation, I would upload it um into Amazon France. I don't think it is. Claudia says it looks really juicy. I love it. Um, Wendy says, don't, I've been a good girl and done A plus content. I was like, oh, amazing. So you're ahead of us all. Did you do it like that?
No, because I cannot believe I didn't ask Chatty for help because I keep thinking about Chatty as words. So actually, I could have done it so much easier. And I think honestly, mine's a bit crap. So I think I might go back and just redo the ones on the books I really want to focus on. I'm not redoing the rest, but
Yeah. So this might make you feel better, Wendy. It was only the recent version of ChatGPT that has really pumped up the quality of the graphics that it spits out. So probably when you did your A plus content, even if you'd have used ChatGPT, it wouldn't have come out with such good quality images and graphics as it has done because it just wasn't as good a few months ago. So
okay.
so yeah, it's a good time to just refresh
Yeah.
it, redo it now.
Just to say, Abby, that first thing you showed us, I think I chucked up earlier in the chat.
Yeah.
It's a carousel, and I just looked it up, and you can't do a carousel unless you're a, what did it say, a premium person. Here we go, premium plus, no,
Oh.
premium A plus content person,
How
or a
do you
brand
get to
story
be, how do you
person.
get to be that?
I've got no freaking idea.
No, yeah, I forgot about that when I was looking at the modules to see if there was one where you could scroll through because there are a few different ones there. But I say just use the easy one that's just the plain graphic and a bit of a
Mm,
description. And it's good to break it up with the different images and then have your whole series there at the bottom. Um, so yeah, that is it, guys. That is A plus content. Does anyone else have any questions on that? It's pretty straightforward. It's scary, I think, when you first do it, but if you use ChatGPT in that way and just do it exactly like that, you can create really good quality A plus content and graphics, probably way better than fumbling around yourself in Canva if you just allow ChatGPT to do its thing, do its business for you. And I love how it will create mock-ups of your book and like show you. You could say, can you show a mock-up of my book on a table with a vase of flowers next to it? You know, say you was doing like a beautiful, pretty journal. Obviously, it wouldn't have been a good thing for my midnight manner book, but you can ask it to do a graphic with this, with that, on a beach by the sea. If you're doing like a summer word search puzzle book, can you show my puzzle book on a sun lounger on a tropical beach in Hawaii or wherever, Bali? And it will do it. We did that module, didn't we, on creating our own AI stock photos. So yeah, exciting. I'm glad I've done the training now since ChatGPT has got so much better. Because I would have been showing you fiddling around in Canva a few months ago, and then I would have probably not done the training again, to be honest, knowing me. I wouldn't have done an update because I would have thought, oh, I've done that training now.
divine timing, darling, divine timing.
Exactly. It was all just meant to be. So it looks like nobody's got any other questions on that. I did promise that this training was going to be half an hour and it's already nearly an hour. Sorry about that. I do think we started a bit late. I was sat here twiddling my thumbs at like 3 minutes past thinking, where is everyone? And I hadn't pressed start. Oh, that's going to do it, isn't it? So yeah, anyway, I hope everybody has enjoyed that class, enjoyed that lesson. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope it's inspired you the most to create a book series because if you can create that beautiful series, I know you're doing a series, Pam, that you can put all your series at the bottom and people can just click it and add it to the cart. And I absolutely love that feature. And so let's get our series pumped out. Have an amazing weekend, everybody. Whatever you're doing, we've got good weather here. Fingers crossed, touch wood, here in the UK. So we're going to go walking. My husband doesn't know this yet, but I'm just going to take him walking like 20,000 steps. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm off work this weekend." And I thought, right, okay, we're going hiking. He'll be, I wish I'd gone to work now. Um, yeah, mock-ups were great. Claudia says, Genevieve said it was great. Love seeing all the different options. Right, go do it. Go get to it. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.